Hi. I'm here. Eee. Okay, excuse me. I'm a bit sleep deprived. So, hope this will be fun. Yay. I still need to brush my hair. Ah. Though I suppose I do have the cam set up, so I can just do this. And by the way, new shirt, bog. Why does being sleep deprived have similar effects as being freaking drunk? Who knows? Well, perhaps not me. Cats. Cats are coming. Yo. Hi everyone. This looks very messy. But do we care? No, we don't. Is what I say now. This goes away. Let's make me big. Like this. Oh, the quality. Ah, my ear. Yay. Whenever you hear people, it's alright, it's my friends. Now, let's make Robo a bit less loud. So, hope this is enough.
More hearts. Love, 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 love.
Okay. Hope that satisfies everything. So yeah. I am tired. If you can tell, I am. Oh, Chito's ready. I mean, I've already freaking unmuted myself. Let's wait for people. And I should probably just do this. Nice. Nice. And hey, so today is a talking day, and we will be talking all together about gaming. Games time, you know? Which, I don't know, honestly, we seem more tired as a whole today than usually. So let's just hope. Oh my god. I have Danganronpa brain rot now. But hey, this discussion actually fits. Because we're talking about gaming.
Um. Are we all here?
Yes.
We do be.
I've got a question for Shadow.
What?
So I've got a Russian speaker in chat,
Ooh.
and I asked them how they are, and they responded, "Doro normal." Apparently, that's slang.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay.
look. So first, Doro. In that case, it'll be like a version of like. So you know how the hello is "Здравствуйте,"
Yeah,
but then it kind of morphs into "Здорово," and then from
yeah.
there it just morphs into "Здорово," etc.
Oh wow. So,
So it's just
so
like a chain of that. So that's just like
yeah,
hi, but a
yeah.
slang way. And then "Нормуль," a version of "Нормально," which is not normal in the English
It's more like
sense
all
of it.
right.
It's like, yeah, all right, okay.
Wow. I like how every language has those little things that get progressively more lazy. You
Yep.
have "Здравствуйте," and then it just morphs into "Doro." Because laziness is a thing, and humans all possess that. I like that. I like that. Thank you for the little linguistics lesson.
Should
We
we
do like those.
should we be talking about linguistics instead of gaming?
Next week, maybe.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, because I have thoughts for this week, kind of. Very loose. I'm nowhere as prepared as last week's, and I think that's for the better.
Hmm.
Okay. So we'll just be chilling, right?
Yep.
True.
And true. Gaming. What sort of games have you played before? And more importantly, what's your favorite genre of games?
So perhaps I should start. Let's go. Let's see if I
Let's
have
go.
enough brain cells to give an answer.
I don't, so you're fine.
Okay, so I don't have a rich history of gaming because I guess I wasn't just too interested in that anxiety. So I suppose I have played some games like what Skyrim a bit, then like what Sims, like those popular ones. I suppose I have played like DBD and Forest if
What's
anybody knows
DBD?
that. DBD Dead by Daylight.
Oh,
But that
okay.
was back in like 2017. I literally like last played that game like 5 years ago or something. And it was basically just my friend wanted to find some games we could play together, so I guess we played those
Mm.
a bit. Then I suppose stuff I did like obviously before I started streaming would also include like what Undertale, Deltarune. Well, I mean, yeah, similar thing. Baba Is You, some which is an indie
That's
game.
such
Yeah,
a good game.
yeah,
That's such a good game. Baba Is
have
You is
played
such a
that.
good game.
Though
Yeah.
usually my experience with it was just I load a level, I just sit there, stare at it, try some things, get just not motivated to do anything else, and just look up solution. I'm like, yay.
Really? You must have been quite young then.
Well, it was at least more than a year ago, definitely. I don't know. I mean, I did do some levels myself, but then there were some more complicated ones. Anyway, and
Baba
then
Is
I
You is a
suppose,
puzzle game. Yeah.
yeah, it is.
Yeah. Important to know. Yeah.
And then I suppose for streaming, I suppose obviously, like I've streamed what Hollow Knight, Ori games, Danganronpa,
Celeste.
Danganronpa, Celeste. Yeah.
Danganronpa. I was listening to Danganronpa music for the intro. Can you guess which song?
That one, the
That
freaking
one.
That one.
That
the
one that I played on stream on my bass. Yes, that one.
with the freaking thing.
The trumpet.
Yes.
Yeah, it's called Homicide. It's from the second game.
Love, Solomon Suplex.
So,
This is daily reminder that you are wonderful and appreciated.
when it comes to my favorite genres, I suppose I personally would like some, as I think I've written in my like about panel or something before, atmospheric 2D ones and like indie games. I think I just like quite like a challenge. Like, come on, I have all achievements in Celeste.
Yeah.
I freaking did chapter 9. It was chapter 9.
It was painful to watch.
And then Max, you remember the moth? Chateau, you remember the moth? Yeah.
I do remember them off.
Yeah, the
Hollow
legendary
Knight.
moth.
Yep.
So
Yep.
yeah. And then I guess I'm more, at least right now, I'm definitely more into 2D games. And probably the games that would have physics, so like platformers, exploring is good too, so Metroidvanias.
So Hollow Knight is the perfect game for you because it's 2D, it's atmospheric, it's difficult, and
Yes.
it has exploration. It's the perfect game.
Well, yeah.
Silk Song soon.
I would say, like, it is
Silk
my
Song is
favorite
coming
game, I'd say.
soon. It is a very good game. I don't know if that's my favorite, but it's up there. It's up there, definitely.
I suppose that would conclude my answer.
Nice. Chateau, do you want to go or do you want me to go?
Sure. I would say my favorite genres are easily puzzles,
At
like puzzle type
Solomon agreed.
games. Also sandbox, I guess, because of Minecraft and Oblivion would count, because you can basically break the game to where it's just a sandbox.
Yeah, sandbox ones are good.
They're
Minecraft.
very good.
Yeah.
go.
Yes.
I mean, I have played Minecraft. Like, I'm pretty sure my first experience with Minecraft was actually on this freaking 9-year-old iPad. And then I actually have Minecraft for PS3 too.
Guess I
Yay.
would also like hack and slash games technically.
Yes.
Because back when I played Darksiders 2, it was pretty much just that, just go around, kill things. And what I enjoyed most about that game, and it's still probably one of my favorite games, is that it would reward exploration not with just a basic reward, right? It wouldn't give you the reward right away. It would reward exploration with a puzzle. It would say, okay, you searched a little harder, you found the puzzle. You can probably not do this now, but you can come back late game and do this and find out what's back here. And that's what I really enjoyed. That I didn't get the reward right away, that you got a puzzle instead.
Darksiders is an interesting one because it's both puzzle and hack and slash, right?
Mm-hmm.
But do you enjoy games like Diablo or Path of Exile or Titan Quest? Because
I
those are
guess,
true hack and slash games.
yeah, they are true hack and slash, but I guess I haven't tried those kinds of games enough.
Hmm.
Darksiders is kind of unique in that.
Yeah.
Also, on the topic of exploration and Hollow Knight, I'm not sure I liked how Hollow Knight did the whole exploration thing.
Really interesting.
I
Yeah,
mean,
because
it is not for all people.
I do enjoy when they reward exploration, but if it's in an open world, like I find it more appealing to find a secret door in an open field rather than a secret door in a maze. Like it was just too claustrophobic. Like whenever I was
Yeah.
in any area in Hollow Knight, I wanted to get out. I wasn't looking for secrets.
The
I
heck
just
with my cat.
wanted out.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah. And then like more open world games, if they put a secret somewhere, you actually have to kind of look for it because it's a larger area. But yeah, I would say exploration, hack and slash, sandbox games,
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
When are we going to play Minecraft together?
When we get it, I have all versions of Minecraft.
What do you mean all versions of Minecraft? If you have a Minecraft account, you have all versions of Minecraft.
I mean, like, both Java and Bedrock? That?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who cares about Bedrock? Redstone is funny in Bedrock. We don't
Yeah,
like Bedrock. No.
but console players though.
Yeah, but who cares about subhumans? What?
Mm.
PC Master Race, let's go.
Uh-huh. Oh, also card games. I'm dumb. I almost didn't mention card games.
Tell you what, I would have forgotten as well. I would have
Jeez.
forgotten.
Like
Because
MX, though, strategy seems like your type of thing.
Well, my type of thing.
Strategies.
Yeah, strategy is huge for me.
Mm.
So I suppose when it comes to computer gaming, the two genres that I come back to the most are strategy games, and role playing games. So like when it comes to strategy games,
Solomon
we
Supplex,
get
thank you
things
very much
like
for your
as
support.
I
Really
mentioned,
appreciate
Europa
it.
Universalis, which I might
Another
be playing
stuff too.
tomorrow actually. Civilization, but also back in the day, real time strategy games like Warcraft 3, StarCraft 2, and the first one as well, Warhammer 40k, Age of Empires. So strategy games have always been quite big, even since I started. Have I played Fire Emblem? I have not played Fire Emblem. That was a question from chat. Role playing games, again, have always been a big part of
At
my gaming
Solomon
career.
Supplex, thanks for the Prime sub.
Yeah,
Shadow
ever since I was
2168
watching my
heart.
uncle play Neverwinter Nights, which is a Dungeons and Dragons game, as well as Baldur's Gate, which is also a Dungeons and Dragons game. Later on, things like The Witcher, first, second, and third. The third being obviously absolutely phenomenal. Alan Wake was a phenomenal. I suppose it was more like a psychological thrill, but it was a very very good story. I like games with good stories. But then on the other hand, we have things like Dark Souls, which has very, I suppose, deep lore, but not so much a deep story. So there's a lot to find out, but not as much shown to you. Dark Souls is huge. That's um, my favorite game series of all time. Hollow Knight is up there too. Because when I played Hollow Knight, I said I prefer Hollow Knight to Dark Souls. I think they are about equal. They are phenomenal games, both Hollow Knight and Dark Souls, and they do things very similarly when it comes to having deep lore, but not so much a deep story. Yeah, when it comes to outside of computer games, card games, I played Yu-Gi-Oh! In paper as in physical cards. I love board games. Board games like complex board games. I'm not talking Monopoly. I'm talking Terraforming Mars. I'm talking even Clank. I'm talking um what was the bloody name? There was a game about trading in the Roman Empire. Anyway, complex board games. I love those. Yeah, I think that sums it up. Yeah, a lot of games. What is my favorite genre out of them all? I think strategy games. I come back to the most. I like figuring out things. Yeah.
Just thought about it. What genre is Dark Souls?
Dark Souls?
Yeah.
I think that would be a role playing game. I think that would be an RPG.
Mm.
But Dark Souls kind of created its own genre, didn't it? Yeah.
Mm.
What was the first game you remember playing?
Oh. Haha.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure the first games I played were just, as I think I've mentioned, we have talked about this before, right? So yeah,
Yes.
or probably those standard Windows games on my
Hmm.
dad's laptop. And then also like that farm game, but not the usual ones where you had to pass levels and stuff like that.
Hmm.
I also remember playing a lot of browser games.
Oh, tell you what,
Yeah, because
yeah.
I would just search games for play online for free, and then there's a
Yeah.
lot of that stuff, and the young music.
I was doing that too. Quite a lot,
I
yeah.
actually liked games. Basically, there was a category called chain reaction there, and I liked those. Like you basically had options, like what to do and what to
And you have
spawn.
to figure out the
What?
order.
Yeah, and you have to figure out the order to
Yes.
get to an ending. I like those
Yes.
a
Yes.
lot.
I've played loads of these too. That is true. I did mention it. I don't know. Was it on stream that we were talking about it? The first gaming experiences was the last stream. I think
I
it
don't
was actually.
remember. I mean, I'm pretty sure we were supposed to. Oh yeah, we talked about technology. So
And we ended up talking about gaming instead. So today we're talking
well, I
purely
mean, we
gaming.
did start with FNAF, accidental.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
The first game I remember playing was Frogger 2, which was a 3D version of Frogger, which is the frog that jumps on logs and crocodiles and tries to get to the other side of the river. It was the second version of it, which was in 3D and was taking you places, man. You were in space at some point. Oh, and Hercules. Hercules, the Disney adventure was another one.
I
What
remember
was yours,
playing
Otto?
a bunch of Wings games too.
Wings?
Yeah, the
Wings.
fairies. Winks.
Oh, Winks.
Oh, dude.
I don't even remember what the game was. Oh yeah, I also
Dude,
remember
that takes
playing
me
like
back.
with those online games. Those puzzle games. I remember there was one about a horse, and then you need to basically like go around screens, collect items, put items into other items, etc. Use them.
Dude, yes.
Those ones, yay. No, and obviously like stuff like Fire Boy and Water Girl and that stuff too. Whenever you visit a friend and then we just games for 2 players, play online.
I
Yeah,
don't have
we used to do that a
memories
lot
on
in
that.
school.
No, no, I'm too old for that. When a
Well,
mate
I'm
came
not.
around my house, we were playing with toys. Imagine, physical toys.
I mean, we did too. But then I guess it morphed into just mostly games for several players play online for free.
Oh,
Yes.
dude. I just
Video games
remembered.
for multiplayer.
I just remembered I missed a huge part of strategy games I used to play, which is Heroes of Might and Magic. Do you even recognize that title, Heroes of Might and Magic?
Nah.
Oh my god.
Actually,
Actually,
uh, okay. So I do have a Might and Magic game, and it was recommended by, I guess, not a fellow streamer, but a streamer that I know from other Discord servers. And they play it quite a lot. It is a strategy game. It's not my cup of tea.
what's the name of it?
It is, oh, it's on Steam. I think it was like $3 or something. It is called, what the heck is it? Might and Magic Clash of Heroes.
No, that's different. No,
Oh
I'm talking
man,
about Heroes of Might and Magic.
close enough though.
before. Nope, nope, nope. Like there was a game called Might and Magic, Dark Messiah, which was a first person RPG. I'm pretty sure. So Might and Magic does not mean the same Might and Magic. And
Crazy.
you've been called Zoomers, both of you, and I agree. Yes.
Gasp.
Heroes of Might and Magic, that was a phenomenal game series. I think it might be still going, maybe. And then Total War, Shogun Total War was a phenomenal game as well. Against strategy. Placed in the Sengoku Jidai, which is when the time of strife, when the daimyos of the shogunate were all fighting for supremacy over the shogunate. And I played during that. So that was you would control one of their clans and you try to take over Japan, basically. Fight over clans. Oh my god. Nostalgia is real right now.
You know, you lost me. Those were a lot of words I didn't understand.
What? Taking over
All
Japan?
of that. No, this is some of the other words.
Sengoku Jidai is Japanese term for that time period. It's basically the
Mm.
same as late medieval times in Europe. So when Europe
Oh,
was
okay.
starting to colonize America, Japan was fighting with itself. before one of the daimyos, which is basically vassals, took over. Oda Nobunaga was his name. He united Japan.
Wait, vassals?
Pretty much, yeah. So
Wh-
there was so the main sort of ruler of Japan at that time was Ashikaga, and then he underneath him he had a large amount of Japanese clans, and each of them was holding a position of a daimyo, which is basically a vassal to the Japanese crown, if you want to use European language. And then all of these daimyos, all of these vassals, had the right to challenge all the other daimyos or the other vassals or the other clans. And then at some point, one of the vassals, which is Oda from the clan of Oda, he was so powerful that he took over Ashikaga and became the new shogun of Japan. He united Japan through warfare. It's a very
Oh,
interesting time in Japanese history.
right. But also,
Yep.
vassal reminds me of that one Yu-Gi-Oh card that was very popular in Duel
Well, you're
Links.
talking about monarchs.
No, Gravekeeper's Vassal. It was great
Yu-Gi-Oh
for,
reference check.
Let's go.
yeah,
And
gotta
I
do
have
it to him.
mentioned Danganronpa myself. That's it. We've completed our bingo.
Yep,
And rest
there
in
should
Yeah,
be
peace now.
rewards for the bingo.
there should be. No, vassal is a term. So, like,
A vassal of my vassal is not my vassal.
yeah, that's feudalism, right?
Yeah.
So in feudal systems, I suppose, you can have a country that has another country underneath it, or you can have a organization, and within that organization, you have somebody else that is underneath you, and that's your vassal.
Mhm.
Like, and that and whoever that vassal has underneath them, you don't have any control over that. You only have control over your vassal, as Shadow said.
Right.
Chateau, I'm seeing lacks of proper education within the American schooling system.
Well,
Listen.
I think
Yeah,
to explain that, I should cover sort of why that's the case.
yeah,
Right. So back when I was little, if we disregard the very first console I played, which was one of those handheld tennis thingies,
yeah.
I'm bringing it back around in case you didn't notice.
Okay, yeah, you are.
Yes. The very first game I played, I guess, is one of those plug and play Spider-Man games, and I remember it being pretty darn difficult because those games were like super cheap, like maybe 10, $15, and all you would have to do is turn on the little box thingy with a joystick and plug the audio and video thingies to your TV so you could see what you were doing. And I think if you were to look up Spider-Man plug and play, you will get a very phallic looking joystick, and that is the exact one.
Did you say a very phallic looking joystick?
Yep. Like it's been memed about. Like it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It do what it be.
It do what it be.
It be what it do.
But yeah, the
Ah.
Spider-Man game, oh my gosh. So many memories of not being good at it as like a 6-year-old.
Oh my god, that's rather phallic.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
It's not
Dual
much to say.
dual purpose joystick.
I believe it.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yep. it's one of those things, right? Like in American cartoons where they have jokes for the kids and the adult watching,
Yeah.
and the kids just don't know any better. That's what this is.
Um, I've been thinking
Mm.
about gaming, the
Mm.
subject of this. By the way, the only reason I know so much about the Japan stuff and the Vassal and stuff is because I played like strategy games. And that is a perfect segue because I wanted to talk about the things I've learned because of games,
Ooh.
and generally and ask what have you learned from playing games, because I feel like we are the generation that will receive a lot of information and a lot of skills from gaming in general.
Mhm.
So just things like that, because I played Europa Universalis, because I played Shogun Total War, I have knowledge on the
Knowledge.
feudal system. Knowledge, yeah, the title of the podcast, on the feudal system in Europe, on the geography actually, because Europa Universalis is placed on a real map with real provinces with their real names. Now suddenly I know where Zanzibar is, which I didn't know before I started playing. Now I suddenly know where places are, like Manchu. Do you know where Manchu is? I didn't before I played. Um, so beside that knowledge, because I play a lot of strategy games, I learned a lot of organizational skills. Uh, I learned how to prioritize resources. What have you learned from games?
Hmm.
Mm,
That is a question. Have I even
I
played
suppose,
any educational
yeah.
games?
Well, you don't need to play educational games to gain
Well,
stuff from
yeah, but
games.
like,
I suppose you do have the shortest gaming history.
perhaps, yep. I suppose what came to mind is that one is Scratch, but that it's not a game though. It's
What
kind
is
of
it?
like programming thing, but for like looks easy. Where you basically like you program something by literally dragging some blocks and placing them in like a chain.
Mm,
I think we had that in our school for a little bit, but like it wasn't long lived. It was just like a trial thing.
a class trial?
Huh.
Sure,
It's
despair.
time. Oh my god. So, do you have
Mm.
any specific things that you might have learned from games?
Oh my gosh, so many. I
Mm.
think a lot of it was from chess. Actually, what started with chess.
Hmm.
But I actually used to be a very impatient kid, like anger issues, all that stuff.
I cannot imagine you
Uh,
with anger issues, and that's not something I can imagine.
and that's the crazy part because I would get super frustrated at games. I would break like consoles and controllers and all that stuff.
Dude,
Uh,
what?
yeah, uh, but that was like when I was like 9 or something. And it still surprises me that like at some point I got that bad or I was that bad. Uh, I I will say I did grow out of it eventually. Like I had consoles for a long time, and over time you just learn to put the controller down instead of throw it. But yeah,
That's
with
helpful for
chess,
Dark Souls.
yeah, with chess, a lot of it was just learning patience, a lot of trial and error, because that's how I learned pretty much. Getting beat over and over again, just learning how they do things or like how I can do things differently, and that was a prequel to trying out Dark Souls, which was the same thing: patience and a lot of trial and error,
And a lot of levels.
a lot of levels, a lot of pain as well.
Yes, for sure.
So yeah, more than anything, just patience and understanding that you can learn things by losing
Yes,
if you do
that's a
it enough
huge
times.
lesson. That's a huge lesson. That failure is a part of learning.
Hmm.
That it's okay to fail, because from that you learn.
And it was huge actually, because I don't know if I mentioned it before, but to prepare for tournaments, if I wanted to try out like some crazy sacrifice or whatever, I would go onto like an alternate account on Lichess and just try the first thing that came to mind. Because whenever you think about something, you have to calculate it, all this stuff. You're
Hmm.
doubtful if it'll work, and you just remove that by going for it. You don't think about it, and that's how you find out the hard way, like if it works or not. And then if it doesn't, you just remove it from your brain forever. If it does, you keep it in the back of your mind just in case. So you
Nice.
just jump headfirst into failure, and then you learn from it. Pretty much.
Yeah, especially that it's not a failure that would just end you, sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's a safe type of failure.
Hmm.
Yeah, for sure. I learned English from games.
Ooh.
I did speak about it beforehand. Obviously, I did take English lessons since very young age, actually. But the actual fluency came from games. Came from the need to understand games, because, as I said before, my uncle used to let me play on his computer. That's before I had my own computer. But all the games he was playing, at least the vast majority of those games, were in English, and I really wanted to play them. So I kind of had to force myself to understand. And at first, I understood maybe like 20%, but then each time I came back to it, it was 1% more, 1% more. Oh, now I understand 25% of it. Amazing. Now I understand 90% of it. Yes. And I feel like a lot of people that don't speak English as a first language have that experience.
Not me, really.
No, you? Yeah, you've been sent to a like a special sort of thing, didn't you?
Yeah. My freaking teacher, let's call her that, did make me watch Peppa Pig in English though,
Oh, there you
and
go.
and she had like even like transcriptions of what they say there, and translations. And I remember I had to like translate it back or something.
Yo.
And then there were some other shows for kids, like what is it, Ben and Holly, and Wizardora, whatever that was.
Who? What?
I don't know. I just remember that it was called something like Wizardora, and it was about a wizard lady. Duh.
Apparently, it's boring to learn English just by learning English. So I've been told by chat.
I mean, I agree, honestly. School was a mess with that.
Yeah, but that's a good approach to just to show a TV series in the target language, or play a game in a target language to immerse yourself in the language. I suppose we should do an episode on linguistics or languages.
Is it the next theme then?
Maybe. There was something else
Maybe.
that we came up with. I've already forgot. God damn it.
Then should we care?
What else? It will come to us.
We will.
I actually do have um a little story to tell. A little story. So there was a job I applied to some time ago, a few months ago. Um, and that was a job for the police. It was called um, Victims and Witnesses Care Officer. So basically, a person taking care of victims and witnesses of crimes, making sure that they are okay to go to court and all that, make sure they are safe. And the interview, the application process had a few steps. The first step was during the actual application, they asked you 4 or 5 questions. I think it was 5 questions about yourself, and one of them asked about your time management skills, and in that portion of that question of that application, I did a whole paragraph about how playing strategy games allowed me to really learn how to prioritize, how to effectively use resources, how to effectively use time. And I proceeded to the next step of the elimination, I suppose, process. Unfortunately, I failed on the next step, which was a timed sort of test. Whatever, that's fine. I learned from that. But what I'm saying is, the skills that you learn from certain games are very much applicable to the real world, and more places will appreciate that and see that for what it is, which is actual transferable skills, as opposed to just some guy on a couch shooting people like Call of Duty and Battlefield.
Yay.
It's a shame I didn't get that job, but I don't think I was ready for it.
I mean, something that also comes with time management, and it's not always the case, but usually is that if you're good at managing your time, you can eventually make better and better decisions under a bigger time constraint.
Yes, that's huge. Decision
Yeah.
making is also huge, especially when you play online games. So, like, let's say League of Legends, all right? Let's forget about the community, but
Yeah.
the game itself, the mechanical parts of it, really reward very fast decision making. Should I stay? I hope people do understand how League of Legends map look like and how it works. Like, if you're in the middle lane, like, you have to make very fast decisions. Okay, my opponent left. Should I stay and gain some experience, some gold? Should I go to the top side and help over there? Should I go to the bottom side? Should I recall myself? There's a lot of decision that have to be very fast, and games like that really teach you how to make better decision in shorter amount of time. It's huge. It's huge.
Yeah, because it's not just enough to make a decision fast. It's about the quality of the decision as well.
Yes.
League of Leg, though.
League of Leg. Like,
Chateau
community.
summoning call.
Oh, come on. The community is ridiculous on how toxic it is. However, I do respect people that I just got asked, what do I think about cybersport? I do respect people that are really good at things like League of Legends or Dota or StarCraft, because I feel like, I don't know if that's comparable, but like, chess grandmasters have brains of steel, right?
Easily the most
The
toxic
the
game I've ever
wrinkles of
played,
them all.
even if I
But
love
then
it.
a player of StarCraft 2, a competitive player of StarCraft 2, they have to think about so many things at once. It's honestly impressive.
Mhm.
Same with, as I said, League of Legends and Dota 2. Cybersport is a real
At
thing,
Solomon
especially when
Suplex
it
the
comes
League
to
of
strategy
Leg.
games. When it comes to like team shooters, I suppose there is a bit of tactics. Although I respect
Yeah.
like strategy games or tactics based games more than I respect just things like Fortnite, for example, or any other like battle royale games.
Yeah, so it's like reflexes versus strategy.
Yeah, I respect wrinkle brains. and your brain has to be wrinkled as it gets
Yeah.
to play
I will
things
say
like
though, I
that.
think it's a little different just because with chess, uh, it's been said that the most beautiful games, the most beautiful moves are the ones that don't happen on the board because
Mm.
throughout a game you do go through all the possibilities, and I guess you do have time to go through everything. But in League of Legends, uh, not all the possibilities are viable. Like you're obviously thinking like if they make this mistake, I'm gonna make this beautiful play. But you don't go through 10 different branches of that. It's only like very few uh,
Yes.
chances of that. And
Yeah.
with chess, there's more chances of your opponent actually doing those things because you actually consider those as options. But in League of Legends, you're like, nah, they're a decent player. They probably won't do that. You shoo it aside instead of actually considering it.
But you do the same in chess, though. You don't expect mistakes from a grandmaster, right? So you also discard those possibilities.
Hmm. I guess so. But you don't always play a Grandmaster. That's the difference.
Yeah. 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 So does it mean the higher it goes, the more boring it gets?
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Anime is lying then.
Anime is
What?
lying. Yeah.
I mean, because usually characters in there would be entering, like, higher and higher, ranks of their stuff. But
Yeah,
it
like
becomes more
volleyball.
interesting and more interesting.
Yeah.
Mm. Nah, I think both in chess and in League, the most interesting games are with low elo players because you don't know what the heck's gonna happen. It's a wild card. It's so crazy.
It is exciting for sure.
It really is. It's my
And then you
favorite.
get called brainless and you are inclined to leave the game.
Well, that's League of Legends. In chess, it's like
Yeah.
just super exciting
Chess is fun for
because
sure.
yeah, because people are cheering for both sides and like it's just amazing. It
Imagine
do be fun.
chess having a toxic community.
They do.
Yes.
It's terrible.
Oh. Is there any game that doesn't have a toxic community?
No.
Yeah, no.
Maybe. Competitiveness usually brings out toxicity. So any competitive game will have a toxic part of the community. I don't think it's avoidable.
I think what also contributes to it is the option of having a chat in game. Because games that don't have that option are at least perceived to be less toxic, such
Perceived to
as
be less
Duel
toxic, yes.
Links.
Um, Master Jewel, I play Exodia Stall. Are you happy with me?
Mhm. Maybe not, but the
See?
game can either go on or they can surrender because they can't say anything to you. You can't say anything to them. There's no toxicity going on. It's just a bad experience, and they could end it by surrendering or continue to try and win.
Mm. But you know what? Uh, now that I realize, even non-competitive games will have toxic community. So somebody brought up Dungeons and Dragons, which is a collaborative storytelling game. It still has toxic community, unfortunately. Like people trying to win at Dungeons and Dragons. There is no such thing as winning at Dungeons and Dragons. Or like cheating just to get a better role in a storytelling game. You still get that, uh, unfortunately. So if someone can perceive a win state, even if the win state doesn't exist, then there will be a toxicity at some point to
Pretty
something.
much.
That's so bad, man. That's just humans. Let's just kill all the humans. It'll be so much better off without them in it.
Mm.
Mm. Was that an agreement?
This can be a reference.
This can be a reference to what?
Nah. No
Nah.
spoilers for anybody.
Oh, don't go on. Yeah. Yeah, it's just humanity. Humanity is toxic. If there's a game without humans, then that may not be as toxic.
I don't know. Have you seen Alpha Zero versus Stockfish?
That wasn't toxic. That was just
Are you kidding?
that was just them being dicks to each other.
That's what it is. It was so bad.
For
Full
those of you,
reference.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah.
For those of you that haven't considered it, AlphaZero is a supercomputer that Google made to play chess. They trained it for like 14 days or something. Versus Stockfish that has been that has been a chess computer, the best chess computer for like a really long time. They played quite a few games. There was a ton of draws, but AlphaZero came out on top. And from the games where AlphaZero came out on top, it was basically just AlphaZero giving up material for free. Like, yeah, you can take that. And instead taking advantage by preventing Stockfish from playing the game. Eventually. Like, they just locked the board down.
Just hard
Yeah.
control, yeah.
Yep, hard control.
Just basically, Alpha Zero was playing blue in Magic the Gathering. Blue-white control.
And in some times, if it is comparable, sometimes they would just draw and pass with 4 blue mana open.
Dude, that's the most terrifying.
Yep.
Counterspell costs 2.
Yep.
God damn it. Magic the Gathering. Good game. Unless you play standard.
Yeah,
Then it's
don't do
really
that.
bad.
Don't do that.
And
Don't spend money on that.
wizards. Oh, definitely not. And wizards are being very, very greedy. And I really don't like it. Secret Layer, anyone? Oh yeah, we'll just reprint dual lands and make it extremely expensive, even though it costs the same as reprinting anything else. Why?
I
Oh,
will
no
say,
reason.
besides the exploitation of extra money, the ones for charity are actually pretty good because they do make those cheaper, and the contents are actually pretty good. So yeah, good for them that they at least made that thing right for charity.
Charity. I've got another question actually.
Mhm.
In general, do you think the modern game development industry is it going up, as in becoming better, or is it going down, as in becoming worse?
This is a question. Well, I suppose I'd be inclined to say up because well, more games are being created, so more ideas and also more platforms with perhaps VR becoming more widespread and stuff. But
I've
I would say a bit of
yeah,
both, actually,
I was going to say the same. Yeah.
because the quality is going up because of the technology we have available and the more knowledge that there is about how to make games and programming and all that
knowledge.
stuff. Knowledge. But at the same time, because we have so many like resources, people can make a decent quality game very lazily. And even though it is a playable game, it is visible when a game wasn't made with much effort.
I'm gonna get a little bit of a boomer take here, and
Mm,
I so when I first entered the gaming world, the gaming companies used to release. There was no internet readily available for everybody, right? Imagine that there was no internet readily available, and they had to create a game in a mostly bug-free playable state from the get-go because there were no updates. That caused the developers to create actually good, working, solid games, which doesn't really happen with the AAA development nowadays, where you have the release of the game and then a 30 gigabytes patch on the first day. That didn't used to happen because they couldn't physically do it. So that, I think, is the game industry, game development going really, really down on the quality that they provide. Because now they can be lazy. And now, well, lazy or perhaps overworked. I think the investors are becoming really, really greedy. I think that's the actual
Yeah.
cause of the game dev going down. But now they can do it. They can release a game and then have a 30 gigabytes patch on the first day. I just think that's incorrect. That's just wrong. However, I think that we see a very big increase in indie game development. I think that's a phenomenal thing. Like, games like Hollow Knight, Stardew Valley, very small teams. When it comes to Stardew Valley, it's just one person, and those are phenomenal games. Like even Minecraft, right? It started with one guy, and then obviously he got bigger and bigger.
Oh no, I completely
So
relate to a boomer take. Excuse me.
the
They'll be
big
passing away from my
big
old age. Shadow
studios are
2168
going
stress.
downhill because they can and because the investors are pushing them. But then the indie developers are becoming more skilled and they're becoming more, I suppose. They have more tools at their disposal. They can do better and better with the free engines like Unity, with general technological advances. So I think AAA, boo, indie, yay.
Yay.
I definitely agree that older games meant for like consoles before the internet was a thing were a lot higher quality. Like for example, with the most recent game I played, Mega Man Zero.
Yep.
That game was released for the Game Boy Advanced, also other Game Boy consoles, I guess. But that was finished and mass produced. There were 4 of those games. They had to finish those games and make sure that players would
Yep,
spend
old
a good
boomers
amount of
unite.
time on them. Because
Love,
what
love,
good would
love.
it be
Tea
if you
time with Max. This is daily
mass
reminder that you
produce
are
a game
wonderful
that
and
people
appreciated.
will only play for an
Love,
hour?
love, love.
Like, it's not the best thing. Uh, so I think in terms of that, they had to make it not just better quality, but also tune the
Max.
difficulty to where you will spend some time on it, but not
Max is a wonderful and
super
appreciated
long
human
or
being.
super short.
Love, you can check him out at
And
twitch.tv/tea
nowadays, it
time with
just
Max.
doesn't really matter too much. They can just
Aw,
fix it.
thanks.
Yeah.
They can just update it. They can just nerf something.
Yeah, I think that the game dev became too big. At least that the big studios became too big for their own good, because now they have investors that they have to please, and they have to release it now and not 6 months later because that's the date, and the investors want their money back. But it's not ready now. Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. No. You gotta release it because we need our money. And I think that's the biggest problem with game dev at the moment.
I mean, I don't know if you've kept up with Sonic games, but that's been the case
Say
most of the time.
cyberpunk without saying cyberpunk.
Pretty much, honestly, yes. Yeah, and it's a massive shame because I know they could have done better, like they did with The Witcher 3. You know, it's a shame. I pretty much stopped playing AAA games. They are extremely expensive nowadays, and they just feel unfinished. And somebody in chat said that there's a lot of complex systems in them that don't really need to be there.
Me, when I open a game and there is character creation, I'm like, We're gonna be here for a while.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a huge man. I mean, it's amazing, but do they really need to be that big? Do we really need to choose the penis size? I'm talking about Cyberpunk.
Yep.
Is that really something that we need to do?
Yeah, like they spent a lot of time on that, most likely.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, players will enjoy this for the whole game.
Dude.
That is also one of the reasons why I quite like some indie games. You just open up the game and that's it, you can start. And a lot of usually. I don't have to choose stuff.
I see Solomon going around spreading the love. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Yeah, he do be.
Yeah. What do you think about speedrunning?
Ooh.
I really
Speedrunning.
love it. I like seeing, especially with newer games, like the new Kirby game, how people will try with all their might to break the game. It is just so amazing. They will bump into so many walls to try and find something.
Yeah, I do like seeing it. Ironically, I don't really have time to speedrun
Yeah.
because
Well, I mean,
it takes
Uh,
time.
yeah, it takes a lot of time to learn the proper strats.
It
And
takes time
then,
to find them.
yeah, too, but, well, depends on what game you're speedrunning. If your goal is
Even
to
old games.
create a speedrun of your own, and it's an unpopular game, yeah, but then for popular games, and for games that have been around for quite some time, there are probably strats already. Unless you really want to invent a new strat. In which case, prepare for grinding.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
It's ironic how speedrunning takes so much time.
Yeah,
It's crazy,
I'd
man.
say I'm myself not really into it. Like, I have watched speedruns, and obviously, like, I suppose I have watched quite some people speedrun Hollow Knight, for example. Though, quite some interest there, I haven't liked the routing of it. Because, again, can be played in many different ways. So, yeah, seeing those skips, it's wonderful. But I myself, I just don't want to go and then just devote myself to one game and then grind it for forever.
Are you sure about that? Because that's kind of what you did with Hollow
Look,
Knight, and that's kind of what you did with Celeste.
not
Yeah.
like that though. Since
I used to be the fourth fastest any % banker speedrun on Oregon Trail.
when did
but
I
that was
last
years
play
ago.
Hollow Knight?
Maybe
Good
yesterday.
question. Is it not? And then Celeste, I got all achievements, and then now I've basically stopped because I don't want to grind that.
Yeah.
Like, if there was some sort of achievement for speedrunning, perhaps I would have done it. Like, at least try to get the achievement. But if there isn't, I'm just not too interested. And also, I wouldn't say that I like feeling, like, the feeling of being rushed.
Yeah. That's it, isn't it?
Like, I don't like it. Like, the only way how I could look at speedrunning would perhaps be like, hey, the mastering of the game. If I look at it from that point and try to execute all the actions in a calm way, maybe, but like, I don't like feeling the rush.
You know, funny enough, when I was playing Mega Man Zero 2 doing the S rank, I was in a time constraint because you had to finish the stage in like under a specific amount of time to get the S rank. And I felt more rushed there than when I did the normal run, which took me only 2 hours for the whole game. that previously took me like 20 hours or something.
Yeah.
Because
So
I guess I had spent so much time like mastering each individual area and fight that I just sort of rushed through it. I didn't care about anything other than just getting straight to the boss and killing them. So yeah, I didn't really feel rushed. Not as much as like with other challenges.
mm, I respect speedrunners. Definitely.
Well, that obviously, yes.
Yeah. Because it takes a lot of skill.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of game knowledge. So I do respect that part. Me personally, I probably wouldn't do it.
Yeah, and it's like deceptively difficult because you get to a point where it's like, okay, you've mastered all the mechanics, all the areas. Now you have to sort of go deeper and sort of skip frames, cancel animations, all this crazy stuff to save fractions of a second
Yeah.
that do add up.
Yeah.
But it's a bit much.
Yeah. Exactly. I kind of get bored with perfection.
Hmm.
I like learning stuff, but once I've learned enough to be comfortable, I kind of get bored. I don't want to push. So, like, I used to play World of Warcraft, which is an MMORPG, obviously. And one of the end game activities was to team up with other players and go and do raids, which is just bosses, right? And to complete the higher difficulties of the bosses, you had to um, execute your abilities at like near perfection, right? And I tried raiding, and I did enjoy the boss design, the mechanics, and then the teamwork within it. But I just never felt the urge to push my. Well, I did feel the urge, but I never actually succeeded at pushing myself beyond just being comfortable with my ability set. Um, it just bores me at some point. I just get bored by doing the same rotation over and over again. And I suppose speedrunning would be very similar because you already mastered your abilities. Well, mastered, you understood your abilities, and now you have to do them over and over and over again until you succeed. Mm, meh.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. Shadow.
But I feel
I
like
What?
it
oh
I
my
was gonna
god.
say it's a bit of like the
Okay.
curse of knowledge, where if you're doing a speed run and you just keep practicing, you can never play the game the same way. You cannot just sit back and chill. You have built that muscle memory. You will be speedy forever,
That is true.
and it is unfortunate because I feel like with me that was the case with chess as well. You spend so much time learning and researching all this stuff. I when I'm playing with friends, it's just casual. I can't seem to turn it down. I have to like give away pieces to give myself a challenge and to be at an even level.
Yep, that's definitely
Because
true.
otherwise, it's just boring. Because you've spent so much time trying to get good that you cannot tone it down, and it removes the fun out of the game if you do not find the challenge.
Mm.
With me, though, I suppose I don't really like speedruns, but I do like the challenges that are like, don't require speed but require skill. I did Radiant Hall of Gods, I did Path of Pain, that kind of stuff. So
Yes,
the kind of
challenge
where you
runs.
grind, and then achieve something once, and you're like, yes,
Good.
good.
That's a Danganronpa free reference.
Yes.
I was going to say that I think Shadow, you forgot a big part of your gaming, which is visual novels. Or more precisely, Danganronpa.
But I have mentioned it.
Have you?
Yeah, just briefly.
Memory is lacking in this individual.
Mm.
Do you have
Danganronpa's
any?
such a game.
Do you have any plans on playing other visual novels after Danganronpa?
I mean, not really. Plans, no. I mean, I started playing Danganronpa because my sister was like, "Yo, Shadow, play Danganronpa."
That's definitely your name, yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Your sister comes to you, "Hi, Shadow." She doesn't even speak English. Yeah, you're almost done
And
with
yeah,
Danganronpa 3.
she's not 112 yet, but let's not talk about that, right? So yeah, she's like, "Yo, play Danganronpa," and then it
Wait,
was like about what, a year ago?
how old is
About
she?
huh?
She's like rather young. How does she
Yes,
know about Danganronpa? That's not a
internet,
game for young people.
internet.
That game is
Yeah,
messed up
Max.
on so many levels.
Well, Max, the
What?
internet.
The internet. Oh, what is that?
Yeah,
I still live in 1999.
it is cursed. It is a curse to humanity. Also a blessing, but mostly a
So good,
curse.
dude.
So yeah, it was about like what, May, June, and then at that time I
Junko?
was, oh my god, you had to, right?
I did. Yeah, I had to.
So about May, June, I was like, maybe I should start streaming, and when I start streaming, then I'll stream it. And that's how it started. And then I started I started Danganronpa like September, October, the first one. The first game I started. It's freaking
Yo,
April.
it, yo. Imagine a 12-year-old girl watching Miyu from Danganronpa 3 talk to Shuichi. Not Shuichi. The evil guy that died. What? Spoilers. What was his name? Not Kaito. He was not Kazuichi. That's a different game. What was his name?
So
The
yeah,
evil.
spoilers. Solomon spoilers. Yeah, they will kind of be playing it. So
What?
so yeah,
Anyway,
Kokichi.
Kokichi. Yeah. So imagine them two having a conversation and your sister being, I don't know, youngish, overhearing that. Dude, Miu was something else.
Are we done with spoilers then? Yeah.
I think so. I haven't personally played Danganronpa. I don't think I will, because now I know
Same.
most of the twists, and also it takes so much time.
Yeah.
It does take time.
Okay, we should be
Which one
done
was
with
your
spoilers.
favorite out of them three?
V3 right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I do like. So I do like the main character, like the protagonist
Or
in V
okay,
in
so are we
V3.
not done with spoilers then?
Appreciate love.
No,
And are we
I'm not
gonna
gonna.
discuss Danganronpa?
I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna be spoiling now. I do appreciate
But you do
the.
realize that in V3. Okay, look,
Well,
Solomon. If you want nothing,
listen, I just like the
then better
protagonist of
not.
V3. I just like
Look.
protagonist of V3.
Okay, after I've said that,
I wasn't going to be spoilery.
you do
It's
realize that
only
if you
you made it spoilery. It was you who made it spoilery. I just said I like
really,
protagonist of V3. That's all I said.
really, is that all you want to say?
I got my own
Yes.
stream to prep for. It'll jump out. Have fun, y'all.
But I
Okay,
do. I think I do like the second one the most.
the game.
Yeah.
I mean, the trial mechanics in V3 are better.
But I don't care about that because you are going for the pain of it, not me. Solomon streams?
Yes.
Nani?
How do you think I summoned them to my chat?
Oh, dude.
I just got Danganronpa brain rot, and I decided to, hey, I'ma watch some Danganronpa streams. That's how it
Yes.
did be.
That's a follow. Oh,
Nice.
Chiaki.
So yeah,
Chiaki,
and
best
then
wife.
I'm in the chat and I'm like mentioned, oh yeah, I started streaming Danganronpa in like September, October, and then Solomon just goes, oh, I'll follow you then. So yeah, that's how it works.
And here we are.
And here we are. See, you can just go and meet random people on Twitch. It's wonderful. Anyway, we're talking
Imagine.
about gaming.
Game.
We shouldn't be
Imagine
talking
that.
about Twitch. We should be talking about gaming.
Definitely. We shouldn't talk about linguistics or anything else.
Yeah. So I'm sending out an open invitation to open up your Steam library and sort of discuss what games we're looking to play in the future. Because we do be
Ooh.
streamers.
I have a list.
We are streamers?
We do be streamers.
Are we streamers?
Are we streaming right now?
Is that what
Oh
we're doing?
wait,
Wait, where am I?
is this
day
what
is
this
it?
Love,
button
this is your
did?
daily reminder that
What
you
year
are
is it?
Who are you?
appreciated. Love, love, love.
Okay, this spiraled out of
Support smaller
control
streamers.
real fast.
Shadow 2168 Solimo 33
The thing
Pablo
is,
Solimo 33 goes.
there is a lot of games in my Steam library, but I don't feel like playing any of them. Actually,
Yeah, I was gonna say
yeah.
Steam is very
Well,
good at squeezing our wallets dry
yeah.
with very good deals.
I mean, I did
Yeah.
spend a bunch of money like last year in games, but I have not yet played those games because I've been busy with other games. But yeah, I do have games to stream though. Yay.
Yay.
No. I'm lost. I don't know what to stream, honestly. When it comes to games, I'm actually lost. Whenever I get Twitch money, I'll definitely play Elder Ring. Why did I make it so hard to pronounce? The Elder Ring. I'll definitely be playing that when I have Twitch money. Tomorrow, I've been talking about Europa Universalis for so long, I'll probably just play it tomorrow. And we're gonna play as Poland, probably. Because it's an interesting nation to play in that time. I don't know, man. Not because I'm Polish. It's actually a very interesting time for that part of Europe. Anyway, whatever. Tomorrow. That's tomorrow, not today.
I mean, for me, I only have a few immediate games that I want to play. Like, I just finished Mega Man Zero 1 and 2, so I'm gonna move on to Cuphead, which do be fun. But it's also gonna be kind of pain. The music is Pog, though, so that'll make up for it.
Yeah, so when it comes to me, should I really go open my Steam library? It's not even big.
I mean, you can open your Epic Games library if you want.
I just have some free games there, and that's that.
Same.
Yeah.
Tell you what, but they did recently. They added Total War Warhammer, which was a huge release a few years ago.
Well, I won't be able to stream any of the freaking 3D games if their 3D is more complex than Danganronpa 3D.
Lol.
So
Man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry.
And even
Like, I
Danganronpa
really wanna
V3,
stream.
for some reason, when there is some when there's some moving in the background and there is like different character windows, for some reason that starts to lag my OBS. What the heck?
Dang.
I don't understand what's happening. Is it just freaking not optimized greatly, or what? Or is my PC too potato for that?
Your PC is rather potato, I must say.
Well, not that I can fix it soon. Anyway.
Yeah,
Potato.
that's just a money
Oh,
thing.
Shadow's PC is being a potato.
That's
For
just
me, for me, it's not just only the money
It's,
thing.
yeah,
It's
it's more of a
keeping
political
track for you.
situation.
So, will I be
Tell you what,
reviewing any sensitive information if I open my Steam freaking thing? I don't think so. So,
I've got Tomb Raider.
wait, what the heck? Why is it blank?
I could play Tomb
Do
Raider.
I need to click on it?
I had Getting
Why is
Over It.
it blank?
I
I don't
want
have a
that
golden
too.
pot.
I
I
want
need the
Getting
golden
Over
pot.
It too. You need the golden pot.
I need the golden pot eventually. Gonna be
What
painful
the-
as well, but
What does that mean?
I
Having
think you
golden
have to
pot.
clear the game either 50 or 100 times.
Dude, have you completed it actually?
Yeah, what do you mean? I streamed it.
Yeah, I know you did, but I haven't seen the ending.
I'm pretty sure I even clipped it.
Listen, I just saw a very easy game. That's all I saw.
Then you should have seen the ending then, if it was so easy, because I finished it so fast.
No. You were struggling, but it was a very easy game.
But
just
yeah,
wait.
you have to finish it 50 times to get a golden pot. And then you just stop playing it forever.
Why does Steam not want to show games on stream?
I mean, I don't have mine on screen. I just have it open. I'm just looking at
Yeah.
it.
Well, not like that seems even to be possible because it's just a black screen.
Oof.
Oof.
In places of games, but yeah.
I have Lego Batman. The Lego games were really good.
Lego Batman, the one that Bankto
Yeah.
played, the
Yeah.
natural comedian Bankto.
Yes. Let's give a shout out to Bunko. Bunko?
Banco.
Bunko.
Bankto is a phenomenal streamer, I must say.
Do we
He
all just
is.
give a shout out to Bunkto?
I did, yeah.
I did.
Okay.
Bankto
It's a
is
choice.
it's Bankto is huge. Well, he's not huge.
Did you mean it's not a choice?
It's not a choice. You have to do it.
So
Yeah,
Bunkto.
Bunko is...
It's something else.
Bunkto is a fantastic person. Be
I
sure
was
to
gonna
check
say
him
something
out
like Bunkto is our
twitch.tv/Bunkto.
something. Our lord.
Bankto is always good.
Yes.
Oh yeah, by the way, I also know what I missed too from my gaming experience.
Yeah.
I guess I did play just a bit of like what rhythm games like Osu.
Oh, rhythm
Ooh.
games.
Oh
Like
my gosh, rhythm games. Go ahead though.
like Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Ew.
It's so good, though. It's so good. It's
Then
a
I
roguelike
suppose-
rhythm game, dude.
Then I suppose I have also played stuff like Geometry Dash, but that's
Oh.
different.
That's amazing. I've played a lot of that too. How does one stream that?
I mean, you can get
You
it
get
for
good.
PC.
Can you?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can play it with mouse or something. People play it
Or
with
you can
mouse.
emulate it.
But you can download it for PC.
Mhm.
So why emulate something if you can just download it anyway?
Ooh. In terms of rhythm games, I've played a game. I spent so much time on that game. A game called Cytus. Cytus. I think they came out with Cytus 2 more recently. 2018. So still a while back, actually. But yeah, I think that came out 2012, and I played it from release for like so long. And it's like a mobile rhythm game you tap on the screen. So unfortunately, there isn't any way to play it on PC. But yeah, it do be a good game.
Can't
It was
you
free as well. It came with so many songs.
emulate?
Emulate? I wouldn't want to. My muscle memory would be useless.
I just realized something very important to the gaming theme.
Ooh,
What is it?
mobile games?
No. I was browsing from my Steam library. There's a game called Stanley Parable.
Ooh.
Oh.
It has an achievement. The achievement is called Go Outside. And to get the achievement, you have to not play Stanley Parable for 5 years.
Oh
That is the
wow.
achievement. The last time I played Stanley Parable was on the 1st of May 2017, which means I am 1 month away from
Oh my
getting the
god.
achievement
I
to
think
go
you could
outside.
just mess up with your system time or something to get it though.
Shh. We don't cheat here. That's this game. If you cheated that achievement, I have nothing but pity for you.
I don't even have that game.
Anyway, I am an honorable person, and it
That
will
has touched
be
grass.
unsportsmanlike to cheat using your clock. But yes, people do that. But no, in the spirit of the game, I wanted to go out for 5 years. I didn't. I just didn't play it for 5 years. But I'm 1 month away from it.
What do you mean go out for
Ugh.
5 years? We're just gonna be homeless or what?
Yes.
Yes.
Is that the true
Dude.
gaming spirit?
Dude. Yes. If you haven't played the Stanley Parable, you gotta play it. It's an
I
experience.
watched it.
It's not a game, it's an experience. You watched it, that's not the same.
I only watched it.
It's an experience.
Danganronpa's an experience.
Yes. Most definitely is.
Not talking about gaming, we're talking about Danganronpa a lot.
It's gaming.
Yeah, where's the FNAF lore? I see some bias here.
Dude.
Where's the Five Nights at Freddy's lore?
Kids die, that's it. That's the FNAF lore.
But also animatronics and furries.
Ew.
But they're metal. Are they still furries if they're metal?
I don't think I have the right to comment on that. There's a whole community for that, but I don't know. I can't really answer
dude.
that.
What, Max? Have you found something or what?
No. I'm just shaking my head at metallic furries.
I see.
I see. So, again, Steam is very good at selling things. I have the whole BioShock series. The whole Lego Batman series. The whole Prince of Persia series. And I don't think I'm going to play all of them.
Or
It's
any
just
of
too
them.
many hours. Like, my list of games isn't even that long. But it's still too many hours.
My list of games is quite long. Oh. A question could be, if you sort out your Steam library in the hours played, what's up top?
Oh.
How does one even do that? Because
Oh.
I'm pretty sure you can.
And there is that the sorting thingy. Oh, okay. That's just the genre play state features. Okay.
I'm pretty sure there was a way to check once.
Oh yeah,
I mean-
sort by recent activity. Nah.
That's different, though.
If I sort by recent activity, DVD
Yes.
is the oldest one.
So
Haven't
there
touched it
is.
since 2017.
Right, guys, there is a way to do it. If you click on your profile name and then go to all games and sort by playtime. Yeah, and that gives you.
Where is
From
it
the-
again?
So your up top you have store library community in your name.
Oh
Click
yeah,
your
yeah,
name. Then go to games and all
Ooh.
games.
Games, all games. Cool. Sort by playtime.
Yes. What's the longest one? How many hours?
Well, since
Oh,
since I'm personally not a
Gamer.
two gaming gamer, yep.
Yep.
I have the most hours on Hollow Knight actually,
How many?
and it's just 328.
Just 328 hours. How
Look,
many days
I'm
is that?
thinking back to many people who are like, "Oh, I have 2,000 hours on Terraria," and I'm just or stuff like that.
So it's 13 and 2/3 of a day.
What?
So
Less than 2 weeks.
328 hours. Yeah,
Oh.
it's just about of 2 weeks straight of gameplay.
But it was running idle too. For some
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Not to mention
But-
that like at least like 16 of those hours I spent on Moth.
Oh, gotta be more.
Well, I mean for Hitless Moth.
Yeah.
Just for Hitless Moth. And then Danganronpa
So-
isn't actually second. Second is actually Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition.
Oh wow.
Due to all those freaking lemon eating. All that lemon eating. For context, I was trying to beat One Life, where if you die, you die. And you have to start again. And Ori and the Blind Forest has it has stuff that insta kills you. So like lasers and lava. So you can be playing for 2 hours, then you touch lava and that's it. You gotta try again.
And sometimes the floor is lava, you know?
And
Sometimes.
so yeah, there I have 83.
Dude. I remember those streams. That's when I first started watching you actually. During lemon eating Ori streams. And then Danganronpa one.
Yeah, and Danganronpa 1 I have 64 hours.
Dude.
And on Celeste I had 63.
That's not too long actually.
And then comes Skyrim with 59.
59 hours in Skyrim.
Yeah.
I wonder how many Chateau has.
Skyrim? I haven't played Skyrim.
Oh dude. Oh dude.
Then Danganronpa 2 with 58 and Danganronpa 3 with 55.
Oh dude. It actually scares me how many games I have over 200 hours. Oh dude.
Then my next one is actually Baba Is You. Because I'm pretty sure I have left it running while I'm done just staring at the level and then I go eat something.
Yeah.
So for those reasons only, it has 52 hours.
Chateau, what's your most played?
You're not gonna find this surprising, Max, but I've spent 3,328 hours on Duel Links.
Yep. Because of the shenanigans we used to do. Yep.
Yep. But that's
So-
still a lot of time.
It's not actually sitting at the computer time though. It's a lot of
Nope.
running idle. Yeah. Majority of that is running idle.
Well,
Shit, man,
I don't know
that's a
about
lot.
idle.
Like, well,
Overnight.
yeah.
Overnight grinding. We'll
Yep.
call it.
Yep. That's a lot. I have way less than that.
So below that is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel at 165 hours, which I find surprising because it didn't feel like that long.
Yo, that's more than me.
Oh,
I have 140 hours in Master Duel.
dang.
Mm. New stuff
And I have
came out
Dark
today,
Souls-
by the way.
New stuff? What do you mean?
The
New event?
new pass.
Ooh.
That's
I
today, yeah.
don't have money for it. I don't
don't
have
have-
resources for it.
It's 600 gems. Pretty sure the first one was. I saved up, so I have 600 gems. Anyway, off topic.
Dark Souls 2 at 61 hours. And I actually,
61 hours.
yeah, I took my time on it, and it's apparently only 61 hours.
No, dude. Really?
Yeah.
So let's
Wow.
talk more.
Dude, I have 211 hours in Dark Souls 2.
Oh wow.
Ha-
Kind of crazy.
What?
I have
I mean-
1.2 hours in Dark Souls Remastered because I couldn't freaking stream it.
Same.
That's
I'm
so
sad.
sad. That's so sad. You will be able to at some point.
That is
At some
equal
point.
to my hours on Wallpaper Engine.
What?
Which I have, but I haven't been using it. Because since I upgraded from Windows 7 to Windows 10, it kind of stopped working automatically, and then like, why would I have a process running in the background? And now my wallpapers, PC wallpapers, are just black.
Just like my soul.
Mm.
You have a
I
soul.
Yes.
I used to at one point. Now it's just all void. The king left me to rot.
Aw, nice reference.
Very nice reference.
Mm.
Huh?
Yes. I also have Shadowverse, the card game at 54 hours. Brawlhalla at 52, Hollow Knight at 48, Terraria 33, Slime Rancher. I should go back to Slime Rancher. 31 hours.
You definitely should. You're a slime yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oblivion at 27 hours. Darksiders 2 at 25 hours. Getting
Bro,
Over It at
how?
23 hours.
Bro, how do you have so little hours in the games that you played so much?
Because I pretty much only played them on stream.
I see. Yeah.
Evil Within 18.2 hours. I really didn't take my time with it. I spedrun the heck out of it. And that's about it.
Guys, I feel really nerdy right now. Right. The first
Yeah, but how many years are you older than us?
that is true.
True.
Yeah. And I had my Steam account for much longer than you two.
Mm-hmm.
The game I played the most on Steam is actually a recent addition to my gaming library, which is Final Fantasy XIV, the MMORPG from Square Enix. 979 hours, which is almost 41 days.
Jeez.
And it is very. There is some idling in it, surely, but most of it is actual playtime. It's an MMO, of course. It takes time. If I still had the World of Warcraft account, it would probably be more than that, because I played WoW more than I have played FF14. The next one on the list, just like Chateau's, it's grossly over bloated, and that's Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, 829 hours. A lot of it is overnight. Then I have Skyrim Special Edition, 327 hours. Then I have The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, which was Skyrim before Skyrim, 325 hours. I feel like a lot of time of my life just washing away. Anyway, next one is Europa Universalis, which is 298 hours. God damn it. Then Dark Souls 3, 223 hours. Rocksmith, which is a game in which you plug in your actual guitar and learn songs, 220 hours. That's a really fun way to learn songs. Payday 2, I used to play that. 214 hours, which is more than Dark Souls 2, which is interesting. 211 hours.
Do I leave
So
these
from
Discord
this,
members empty like
it
this?
seems like I played more. No, European Universalis is a strategy game. Rest is actually Duel Links is strategy, I suppose. Yeah, I do have RPGs. Next one is Civilization 5, which is obviously a strategy. Path of Exile. Oh, I forgot to say about action RPGs. I do like action RPGs when I want to kind of de-stress and just smash things to the ground. Then we have Dark Souls, 157, Titan Quest, which is again our RPG, ARPG, 147. So many, dude. I'm just gonna stop here. I'm just gonna stop.
Yep.
Yep.
No, but to be fair, I did spend a lot of time playing some of my games on my Xbox during the summer, I guess. Like during quarantine, more than anything, is when I absolutely wrecked my poor Xbox from how much I played both
Not sure.
Dark Souls 2 and Oblivion. I just spent so much time on those games. So yeah,
what I mean.
perhaps it would have been a lot more time if I didn't already play a ton of it on my console. And I could probably check.
What style
I
would you
never
prefer instead?
played on a console. Well, I
Hmm.
did very briefly. Never owned a console.
Yeah, no, I didn't get a PC until like a couple of years ago. And I had known how to use a PC and everything, but I never actually owned one. So yeah.
I'm tired. I'd like the style called finished.
Shadow.
What?
It's interesting how we are in a voice chat and then we still chat in your stream chat.
And Chateau's left out to speak and carry the burden.
Yes.
Shadow is making art for her channel, and she asked a question whether she should keep the art style. To which I said, it's good, but what would you do instead? To which she says, I'm tired. I'd like the style called finished. Yes,
Sounds relatable.
very much so.
It's just I don't want to talk about what I'm drawing because that's off topic. It's really confusing.
Isn't life off topic?
Dang.
Yeah, it can't be off
Should we be
topic because
dead then?
Isn't death
Not to
preferable
be
to
off.
life?
What?
What?
huh?
Huh?
Oh no. Huh.
No, no, no. Huh?
Huh?
My god, we just spiral into this every half an hour.
I've got a question.
Hmm.
Is this
On
our
a
new
scale-
format?
Maybe. Huh? On a scale from 1 to 10, why?
3.
Yes.
I accept those answers. God damn it. There was actually another thing I was going to talk about today. Well, mention. And that is how gaming kind of went from a nerdy thing to a mainstream thing.
Yeah, that is
like,
true.
Like,
I mean, I wouldn't know.
my-
I'm small, but like, yeah.
my coworkers, and for those of you who don't know, I work with concrete, so it's like
With
I work with many
beams.
I make concrete beams indeed. With many very very manly. Oh, I'm so manly men. 20 years ago, those manly men would be talking about going to a pub for a pint of beer, which they still do. But more often than that, they talk about how they're gonna climb the ladder in Apex Legends. Because gaming is so mainstream that even those manly men and even those like people that you wouldn't normally think would be gamers are gamers because it is just so mainstream.
Well, I
It's-
think it's gotten to a point to where not only is it necessary at this point, but like it's almost seen as weird if someone doesn't game. It's like, what's up with that? Do they not have friends?
Yeah,
Because it is the main form of socialization nowadays. You get in
yeah, I think so.
Discord call with friends and play a game.
Yeah, that's true. It's huge now.
Now, you obviously
Yeah.
get in Discord call with friends and stream afterwards.
It's
Wait.
kind of different though.
Streaming? What's that?
Is that like the thing we learned about in school? The, the bodies of water?
Or when you like watch a Netflix series, you stream it, right?
Yeah, of course. That.
Oh my god.
Should we
Oh,
be
jeez.
should we doing more tired podcasts?
Oh my god.
Not like this even is a podcast, is it?
Dude, I've been dying the whole day today. It's so good I took that nap.
I had like what 2-3 hours of sleep
Why would you do that to yourself, young lady?
because I have issues. But we're talking about gaming. Gaming is not issues. My issues are not about gaming.
Jesus.
Oh,
So
dude.
if we ever talk about psychology, you can ask me.
Shh.
Does this count as a cliffhanger?
Find out on the next episode of
The Knowledge podcast.
the Knowledge Podcast.
Knowledge.
Dude, knowledge?
No
Knowledge.
ledge.
No.
No ledge.
No ledge. No ledge. No ledge.
Why?
If there is no ledge, then how does assassin climb a tower?
They ascend.
They ascend.
Hmm.
They drink Red Bull and they get wings.
Should that be a game mechanic in real life?
Apparently, somebody in America sued Red Bull
America.
Company because they drank Red Bull and they didn't give him wings.
I mean, they say it so much. They ought to get sued for it.
Dude, how dumb do you have to be to believe that a can of an energy drink will actually grow you wings?
It's not about the believing it. It's about them hammering it into their audience's brains with every
Dude,
commercial they make.
dude.
That is a punchline. That is a thing.
It is a punchline, but it's not a statement of fact. Surely anyone with a brain cell would understand that.
Not
Right,
anyone
but
has.
also
Not anyone
You're
possesses
so
something
American.
as rare as a brain cell.
Yeah, it's a mythical item. Yeah.
yep, it's a rare item.
Oh
But
no, it's
anyway,
more rare than that. Yeah. Anyway,
monetary opportunity to maybe get money because
you're
it's
so
ridiculous.
American.
It's a ridiculous slogan.
You're
Not
so
worth suing,
American.
but it's
Just,
silly. It's a
just,
meme to sue them.
so American.
So American.
To
So
sue people?
American.
Yeah, sue people.
Yes, it is
Because we have
so
the money
American.
for that.
Yeah. Dude.
I do wonder how people are like going around threatening suing so much when like that's gotta cost more often than not. It's gotta cost more than whatever compensation you might get. Because you don't know what compensation you will or will not get if
Hang
you
on a
win.
minute. If you win, whoever loses pays the trial fees and all that. So if you win, then you don't have to pay anything. The loser pays.
Is that how it works?
Yes, I am 95%.
Everywhere?
In America, it does. I'm 95%, 95% sure that that's how it works. That the
Does
actually kind of
loser.
Max
interesting.
know Chateau's laws better than Chateau?
You think I know where I live?
but we all know that you're a Texan boy.
You
What
are
if
you are well known.
what if I made it up because I just don't know?
I mean, that's quite meta. Are you a part of the metaverse? Do you even exist in a physical form? Or are you just a voice on the internet? I see. You're not allowed to answer. Okay.
That
Government
was
secret,
my yes.
dude. No, I know a lot of stuff about American politics because I follow a guy that talks about it quite a lot. Well, he talks about cults
Mm.
mostly, but whenever there is like an issue with some religious group and they do go to court, he does explain the laws behind it. The guy's called Telltale Atheist. If you want to know anything about colds, he doesn't say he's an expert. He's a communicator. He says that he's not an expert, but he's a communicator when it comes to the issues. He be good.
TB.
I don't suppose you know
What?
him. I don't think
What were we
those
talking
are
about?
area. We're talking about stuff. Telltale Games is a company. So that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about the other guy.
We started with Red Bull, right? And the suing thing. Where did that come from?
That came from
How does assassin climb a tower?
with
Yeah.
if there is no ledge.
Okay, understood. I got lost for a bit. I'm like, how did we end up here? Where am I? Who is this?
You're in Texas.
Apparently, but maybe not.
Maybe not.
Doesn't matter.
Maybe he's just in like some
He's
chateau
always
with other desserts.
He's always spiritually in Texas.
Yeah. What if I'm like in a space station with roosters? Man, they do be doing that.
They do be doing that. I know. I used to go to the like countryside when I was younger for summer holidays, and they do be doing that.
Anyway,
Our
will
neighbors
we
have cows.
be talking about our actual theme or not?
We did for a
The
while.
theme
didn't
was
we?
gaming. Yeah, we've discussed a lot of games and gaming concepts.
I
And
mean,
we are gamers, so that's
do
enough.
you have any questions or subjects you would like to discuss?
Do you want to view a list of what can run Doom?
Oh, dude, what? A potato, surely.
Well, that is a part of a setup, yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Part
power
of
source.
one's setup.
Did you find an article?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
In the very beginning of the stream.
And that's the original Doom, yeah?
Yeah.
That yeah. That's like the opposite of
What
huh?
happens if I do this? Nice.
A question has been asked some time ago about a community Minecraft server.
I've seen a few of those. I feel like we would need to get a little bigger to commit to that,
Yeah, probably.
because I wouldn't trust myself to keep that alive. I don't play Minecraft that often anymore.
Mm.
Did you know you could run Doom on a printer?
I can believe that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can believe that, yeah.
A couple years back, a security vulnerability in the Canon Proxima line of printers led a technical security specialist to upload Doom via firmware update. So people uploaded Doom onto a printer.
Dude.
You know
Printers
what else
have
can run Doom?
what else?
And how
Yeah,
is your
try to
freaking
read that.
brain? Oscilloscope?
Oscilloscope, yeah. What is that? Oscilloscope like well, it measures vibration, it measures oscillation.
Got this, man.
Yeah, perhaps.
Huh? Like for
Box
earthquakes?
maze.
Is that what it is?
How do I get the shotgun?
Google is helpful.
Max is searching for
Oh my
knowledge.
god.
Knowledge.
Oh my god, there's one
Oscilloscope
behind me.
is a type of electronic test instrument that graphically displays varying electrical voltages as a two-dimensional plot. What is oscilloscope used for? It's just it tests and displays voltage signals as waveforms, like a visual representation of the variation of voltage over time.
Another thing you can run Doom on is an ATM.
Oh,
The goal of hacking an ATM usually involves getting it to spit out money, but an Australian group decided to bring Doom up upon one instead.
dude, people are nuts.
Yep. As Engadget reported, the ITM's use of Windows XP reduced the difficulty of installation, but some custom software work and key remapping was needed for proper controls. You can also play Doom in Doom.
Huh?
The
Well,
best.
to be fair, isn't like Raspberry Pi a thing you can just do anything with? Like it's a really good tool for hardware, I guess.
The best way to fight off the boredom of slaying demons in Doom is to take a break to play some Doom. A mod for the popular GZ Doom port runs a basic copy of Doom within the game itself using a tool called Action Code Script.
Dude. Just dude.
Then we have this thing, which is Commodore. How is it read? 64.
Commodore 64. That's an old console, like old,
Ancient.
like ancient, like
And it
made
can run
before you were
Doom.
born.
A lot of stuff was made before I was born. I'm small.
I think it was made before all of us were born, actually. Commodore 64 is ancient. Actually ancient. Google.
And then
Yes! 82. 1982.
My mom was like 7.
Dude! Now we know how
Whoa.
old Shadow's mom is now. Quick, calculations! I can't
Why
be
would
bothered
you
counting.
need that though?
I don't know. I wouldn't.
I don't even use that info. What could you potentially use that info for?
I
Finding
don't.
me?
I don't know.
Are you just gonna come into other people's streams and be like, Shadow's mom is this age?
No, I can't even want to calculate it.
Anyway.
Jeez. Anyway.
An anonymous Swedish modder utilized the console's blistering fast 20 megahertz, how is it said? Core
Megahertz.
and 16 megabyte memory to port Doom with the expected result of a grainy, beige-colored mess of a slideshow. Only 30 more minutes of pressing forward until you get the shotgun.
Yo.
16
megabytes of RAM? What can you do with that nowadays? What can you do with 16 megabytes of RAM?
Play Doom.
Apparently.
And play Bad Apple 2 probably. Because that would be
Dude.
easier than Doom. Anyway, you could also play Doom on an MP3 player.
Do you remember those? I do.
Yeah, I do. I'm not... Maybe I've even had one, but I don't remember using it.
I never had one with the screen. I had the cheap ones with their buttons.
Tell you what, what is being shown there with the screen, that's an MP4, I'm pretty sure, not an MP3. Oh, actually, no, that is an MP3. MP4 had a screen for like videos as well. That is an MP3. Oh, dude.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
So, yeah. I wonder how... I hate when my mouse freaking locks on changing the volume. How does that even freaking happen? Anyway.
What? Huh?
Basically, sometimes my mouse will just lock on volume, I don't know, and then every time I move it, it adjusts the volume. I don't know what causes it exactly. It just happens.
Huh.
I don't know. There may be something wrong with my mouse or me. I don't know. Anyway, you can play Doom on a digital camera.
What are those? I thought people just use. Who is that? I thought people just use phones nowadays.
Oh wait, Doom box. The person just says this is the Doom box.
Is
It's
it a Doom box? No, that looks like what is that? That doesn't look like a camera at all.
It's a Doom box. Okay, so it's not exactly like the digital camera sitting on store shelves or in the dusty corner of your closet, but creator GG Dash's Doom box uses guts from an old Kodak camera and the script
Yeah.
supporting digital operating system to slap Doom on a custom case with cutely grafted keyboard keys.
I see. Yeah. So it has the like components of a camera.
Is this
Yeah,
the
yeah.
perfect console? You don't need anything else. You can just you
You
just
could
need
just
it.
play Doom. That's all you
Yeah.
need.
You can just get a Doom box. Look, it's
Doom box.
yeah.
It sounds so good though.
You can also play Doom on a piano.
Rip a piano.
Judge, I I ask for appeal or something, whatever people say in court. How does one play Doom on a piano?
With hands.
Apparently so.
Anyway, it turns out Doom on a piano sounds like freeform jazz during happy hour, and maybe that's too generous. Put together for a game jam by a small group of indie developers, the piano uses its keys for movement and shooting, has a standard display embedded in the front of it, and pedals that are just pedals.
Pedals are pedals. Ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen, we arrived in 21st century. Where pedals can finally be free and be pedals.
You can
But
also
also-
play Doom in Half-Life 2.
Never played the
Oh
game.
wow.
Thanks
Same.
to the perverse power of Gary's mod and a modern mod called GM Doom, you can fill a Half-Life 2 playthrough with imps, turn Gordon Freeman into Doom Guy, and shoot the G-Man in the face with a BFG.
Yeah, no, that's just a mod. That's not as impressive. That's just a mod.
By the way,
Boo.
do you know that somebody made Doom in a fanfic website? But I tested it and it seemed to not be working right now.
Doom in a fanfic website?
Yes.
Why do you have so many recommended videos that point you to Danganronpa?
Because I've said it. I watched some Danganronpa memes. I have a Danganronpa brain rot. Oh well, I suppose this picture is different from when I first checked it. So this is Archive of Our Own, a freaking fanfic website. Can it run Doom? It can. So you can see that it has controls that are basically links. And
oh, dude.
yeah, it
oh,
has
dude.
501 comments and basically 7,884 likes. It has a whole of 97 words and one chapter. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it's been said that it is basically controlled by everyone on this website or something. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure it often kind of doesn't work. Well, and at least I don't know if we can get it to like do something. You know? But this exists.
It do.
Oh, look.
Hmm?
I pressed spacebar and it did something. Look, is that a? So yeah, it works. Seems to be.
Mhm. Yeah, I see some frames there.
Frames have been had, yeah.
Yeah, couple frames.
Literally 2 frames oscillating.
Too bad I don't know how to play Doom.
Do you even Doom?
No.
Don't.
I don't.
Cool.
So we're going back to the wait, my stream is dying apparently. Can you hear me? Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, you can hear me
Oh,
now. Can you? Yeah, my stream is dying. My internet is dying
oh no.
apparently. Oh no.
Oh no.
But can you hear me though?
Well, I can hear you, but other people,
In
I don't
Discord,
know.
yes.
Okay.
Yes, if that's
Okay.
what you're asking.
God damn it. Okay,
I
things
thought that
stabilizing.
maybe you were asking people on Twitch.
No, no. We're going back to the Star Wars debacle, and that Star Wars used to be such a staple that everybody used to watch it, and if you didn't watch it, you were like an outcast and all that. And I came to realize that actually no, it has been an Jesus can speak an eternity ago. You refuse, yeah. Bless you, yeah. And same with Doom and some of the other relics of like early gaming that are still being like revered, like Doom is, but then actually the vast majority of current gamers have never played Doom. You know,
Yeah.
I wonder when will the authors of those articles kind of adjust to the new staples, I suppose. And what even is a game that everybody played? Like, everybody used to play Doom. What is that game that everybody, like every gamer at least heard about? Because
Minecraft.
I suppose Minecraft it is, yeah. I suppose it is Minecraft. Yeah, that is true.
I mean, I'm
Is
Yeah,
it
pretty
just you
sure
even
think?
most people have heard about Pac-Man and Tetris.
oh true.
Yeah, but
Though I haven't
have you played
played,
Pac-Man?
not really. Maybe
Yeah,
some like mobile reincarnations of it, but
That's
no.
right. It's no longer a vital part of gaming culture. Nowhere near as it used to be. Minecraft, however, definitely is. But I feel like that's going away as well. I feel like Fortnite is getting into that legendary status.
I believe it because there's that meme about like 9-year-olds playing on Fortnite,
Yeah, that's
and
what I'm
that's what they're
saying.
growing up with.
Exactly. So in 30 years from now, there will be a podcast like this with 20-year-olds, well, maybe 10 years from now, that will be reminiscing about Fortnite.
Yeah, and they're gonna be like, "Hey, they added Naruto that one time, and then that I started watching the anime, and that stuff's old,"
You
and that's what
know?
they're gonna say. Their exposure to the characters in those games and what the source is will be from Fortnite. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's what I'm saying. Like, Ayu is talking about Pokemon, Super Mario. I suppose those franchises are still going. I
Yeah,
feel like Pokemon is still huge. Um,
I think Mario is doing some strange things, but Pokemon has sort of a good path so far.
I
Like
think
they're
so.
actually finding success,
Yeah, I agree.
whereas Mario has been trying new things uh, over and over to sort of
No, Pokemon is
keep
set.
relevant.
Pokemon is set, I think.
Yeah.
People are excited about Legend Arceus. People are excited about Crimson and Violet. People are generally excited. Pokemon Go, huge thing. Yeah, Pokemon is set.
To be fair, Pokemon also has a card game, which
Another thing,
helps
yeah.
boost it by quite a bit.
Oh yeah, yeah. Pokemon is a solid franchise.
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy, man. Like, we are not even that old. Like, we are around 20 years old, right? I'm a bit older. But we can already see how the generations are kind of split when it comes to gaming. We had Doom is ages ago. That's like before my times. I don't even know what. There's gotta be a game that everybody knows between Doom and Minecraft, but I don't even know what that is.
Kingdom Hearts? Question mark.
I don't know if Kingdom Hearts is that big.
Yeah, no, it's not. I mean, they did have Disney characters though, so maybe.
Tell you what. What if I said to you that Call of Duty was the
Oh
game
yeah,
that everybody played before
I
Minecraft?
actually don't doubt it because a lot of my cousins, they're like not even that much older, like 24 or something. Their game was Call of Duty.
See, so that would be like my generation, I suppose. I never
Hmm.
played Call of Duty because that never appealed to me. But I suppose everybody else was playing Call of Duty. And because I'm thinking, which game is known for like very young and loud or like player base? And Call of Duty kind of screams out for that. And how we joke around at work how like 9-year-old kids play Call of Duty or Apex Legends and how they explain how they're gonna do
Yes.
certain things to one's mothers and all that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think Call of Duty
So yeah,
was
it would
the
be
thing.
Call of Duty.
Yeah. Then Minecraft. Now we got Fortnite. Um, Apex Legends is kind of up there. Yeah.
But I feel like there's different like areas of gaming because sure, like FPSs do like appeal to kids, I guess. But like they've got to play other games.
Yeah, but we're talking about that one game that kind of shapes the
Hmm.
conversation on gaming around itself.
Right.
Um, I got a guy in chat, Mr. Sid, saying that everything is accelerating very fast, especially
Yeah.
like new technologies and the amount of content that is being produced.
Oh my gosh. I'm actually interested in like the generation that's gonna grow up with VR.
I don't think we're that close to it. Like VR games are quite simplistic still.
Are you joking? I mean, I guess I mean
Are they not simplistic?
they are, but it's not just the games themselves. They're coming out with like a bunch of technology to complement VR, like the bodysuits and stuff.
Is it readily available to general public?
It's pretty expensive at the moment.
So not yet is the answer.
But that's the start. Like they already have it. They
Yeah.
just need to mass produce it to where it's cheaper.
Yeah.
Which shouldn't take that much longer.
Dude.
Because frankly,
By
if a
now, most
big
of you
gaming
have probably
company
heard of
gets behind VR and makes a VR game that involves that technology, they will probably fund uh, whoever made that technology to mass produce it. And it'll come with the game, like as a bundle. The VR headset, the VR bodysuit, and then Call of Duty or whatever. The Call of Duty 15.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Weeks.
Oh, dude.
By the way, I
Mhm.
did mention that, potato doom thing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, basically, it's not Doom run on potatoes, but it's Doom powered by potatoes. And Doom is running
Taters.
on a calculator, I believe.
Dude.
Interesting.
Dude.
I mean, some calculators are pretty like advanced.
Technically, this is Doom running on a TI, is it? 84 graphing calculator.
That is a
Powered
really
by
good calculator.
That's an
powered
insane calculator.
by 770 slices of slowly rotting potatoes.
Oh, amazing.
Uh,
Why not 777 to make it lucky?
yeah.
guess this was enough, I suppose.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, no,
If it ain't
68 is
lucky,
not
it's done.
enough.
Yeah.
It's one more.
Or like 420, for example.
Or 42.
Oh, I had a very interesting take about VR. What
Oh,
if VR can be the next arcade and people can go to a place and have access to all this like super realistic VR with all the suits and yeah, and like running, platforms and all that.
I guess so. I mean, that would be a big investment for the arcades. But yeah, I don't doubt it.
Like they used to be as well. Oh, apparently in Singapore. Shit, was it Singapore? Jeez, I always forget. I think it is Singapore. It already exists. Are you yes?
That's crazy.
well,
I bet Japan has that too.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
well, I definitely remember that once, we just randomly went to a theme park with the family, and there were some guys actually offering like, "Hey, pay us money, spend a little bit of time in VR." I guess I did do it, but first my vision isn't too good really. I remember that I didn't do too much. I remember there was a freaking flying simulator or something. Basically, you just looked somewhere and then you flew there like a bird, but not like a bird.
Fly like a bird.
And then maybe there were roller coasters too in that thing. And also, it was blurry because you can't really take your glasses into all VRs. It was also like several years ago, maybe.
Okay, so something interesting. There used to be a movie. Well, there is a movie, not there used to be. There's a movie called First Kid. It came out in 1996. In that movie, they had a scene with like
1996.
it came out
It's as old as me.
yeah, and in that movie they had a scene with VR, like the actual VR, and like the kid put the headset on. They put him in like the thing so he can move around, I guess. But yeah, so it's been a thing for a while. That kind of like commercial VR where like paying you money to get this short experience. So I'm surprised that's still around.
Oh, that is a thing, dude. Like old films, like depicting the future and future technology, and how much of it comes true, and how much of it
Crazy.
is wishful thinking. It will be very nice to look at like films from the 90s now and see how many things were correct and how many things were incorrect when it comes to their prediction of the future. Tron is a thing. Tron is a film about that too.
Hmm.
Ready Player One. I still haven't seen it. I need to see it.
Tell you what, I watched it with friends, but like we were also playing Magic and doing other
Uh,
things, so it was
that's
secondary.
yeah. Apparently, it's really fun. Those VR arcade things, but it's kind of expensive at the moment.
Hmm.
That's cool. I don't think I've seen anything like that in Britain. I would definitely know about it, and I don't think Bristol has it. That's where I live in UK, in Bristol, which is one of the biggest cities, I suppose.
But yeah, for how much I talk about it, I am very excited about the future of VR. VR currently isn't that great, but I see the potential.
So there is a VR experience in Bristol.
Ooh.
VR games.
Is it time for you, Max, to do a vlog?
And go to a VR experience? Probably not. I did play VR games at my friends, and again, I find them very simplistic. Whereas, right, I played the game in which you just like walk through a corridor and then you shoot bad guys, and those bad guys try to shoot you, and you have to like crouch and dodge and shoot at them, and that's fun. But for me, it got boring after like 15 minutes.
Hmm.
It was like, oh wow, this is amazing, and then very shortly, oh wow, I'm getting bored. So until we get, like, I suppose Skyrim VR exists as well. Until we get games that are big and interesting for myself, I'm not that into VR. Especially that
Yeah, we need VR chess where you play as a king, and it's just terrifying.
Chess would make it horror.
Yes.
Yo, how chaotic would it be if
Oh my god! Each
each
piece was
person is a
in VR.
person and everybody moves at the same time?
Oh.
Jeez.
So it's like chess, but you play tag.
You play soccer with one of the pieces. Touch ball.
Dude, how chaotic would that be?
A lot.
It would be too much. You would. It would be like back in the old days when you would be in an FPS and you would like spawn in and immediately get shot down. That's what it would be. You would join a lobby and then just
Spawn
immediately.
camping.
Yeah.
I've been subject to it in World of Warcraft in PvP matches.
Dude,
Many
Chess.
times.
Battle Royale.
What about Battle Royale?
Chess, but it's Battle Royale mode.
What do you think about
Yeah.
Battle Royale as a game genre?
It exists.
Tell you what. During school, I played Player Unknown's Battlegrounds quite a bit.
Yeah,
That's a very basic
yeah.
battle royale thing. I mean, I think the biggest part about that was that we were able to play on our phones, and it was so slow paced. So it was just kind of chill. So it wasn't like super stressful battle royale where it was like a group of too many people where you would just not be able to survive for 5 seconds. So yeah, that was pretty fun.
Yo, I think Battle Royale in general is quite a bad game design. If you have 100 players and only one wins, so like you get into a game and then you get shot within the first 5 minutes, you don't feel very good about that. You're not really having fun. And then you get to top 5 and then you get shot, you feel rather bad. You get to top 2, you get shot, you feel rather bad. There's only one person that feels good about the experience, and 99 that don't. That doesn't sound like a good ratio.
And
Of
sometimes not even the winner feels good because it was probably luck.
so
Nobody feels
I
good.
I get
That's the
the
ultimate
idea.
experience.
Yo, I get the idea. I don't know, man. Like, it's like League of Legends players that say, "Oh yes, I keep playing it. I hate it, but I keep playing it." I feel like Battle Royale players are the same. They just keep playing it because they're used to it, or they have friends that play it, but they don't actually enjoy the experience.
Well, I mean, sometimes you get to mess around with friends, so like you don't even try to win. You just
Yeah, and that is fine. Yeah.
because frankly, with team games, if you're trying to just go all out to win, it's not going to go well. Generally, you have 3 other people in your team that aren't on the same level as you, and it's not reasonable to expect them to be. So it's just not a good thing to do.
Mm.
Oh, and by the same level, I mean like the same mindset.
Yes, but
Yes.
also like skill levels.
Yeah.
They do differ. Hmm. Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Is that our cue?
Mayhaps. I am getting a bit tired, actually.
Yeah.
Well, it has been 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So, I wonder if this is the format we should be going for. So, do we choose order or do we choose randomly talking?
I mean, I really liked this because it was still all within the same subject, but we branched out a little bit, then came back
It
around.
definitely wasn't in the same subject, but I think that's okay.
No, we found a way to bring it back around.
Max, do you have people in chat?
Yes.
Did they enjoy it?
Yeah. There was a lot
Are
more.
you talking for them?
No, well, there was a lot more input.
Mm.
There were questions, there was a lot more activity. So I suppose that would be a yes,
Interesting.
as opposed to listening to a lecture, like I used to do.
So perhaps we should settle on the format of just asking questions once in a while. And then
On a
More
scale from
discussion.
1 to 10, why?
3.
Yes. Same answers.
Look, we're consistent in our views.
Sid says he did enjoy the discussion, so that I take that as a yes.
Hog.
Yeah, it was good. Me liked.
That's it. The chilling era starts now.
The chillening.
Yes. We have become chilled.
We can now add chilled to the tags, right? Because that
Oh,
exists.
dude, is that a tag?
Yes.
Called chill? Dude,
Chilled.
what?
There is a tag called
Chilled?
chilled on Twitch.
On Twitch, what is it for? Drinking chilled drinks?
No, it's for
Eating
chilling.
ice cream. Dude.
It's for chilling with your buddies.
Dude.
Is that what the description says? Because
They
chilled could
have
also just be.
descriptions?
I mean, sometimes.
Shadow is cool.
Are you
I don't
beautiful
know.
person?
Love, love, love.
Look at
Jamie
Apparently,
Moore.
we are awesome.
Any-
This is daily reminder
that's
that you
what
are
I've been
wonderful
told.
and appreciated. Love, love,
Thank
love.
you.
Because I also I found tag which was called, I'm pretty sure, plural, and I had no idea what it even refers to. And apparently there were quite many Russian streamers, so I changed to Russian, and in Russian it said something like diversity, or like like basically different stuff. I still don't know what that tag is for. What is plural? Is it if there's several people you're playing with? Or is it for when you have several themes to what you're streaming? What is it for? I don't understand.
Chilled, by the way, means for streams and content featuring a chilled mood or vibe.
Okay. Because I was going to say chilled could also refer to the use of a certain paraphernalia. Is that the word?
Paraphernalia. Blah, 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 blah. Miscellaneous items.
Oh, that's miscellaneous items. Okay, no, just drugs. That's what I was referring to.
420 blaze it.
Dude, what?
That's what I was referring to.
You are so so Texan Mexican that it's like runs in your blood.
I
Does
mean,
it?
You mean what?
I mean, if something is an ethnicity, it can run in your blood.
Listen, man, I live in Bristol, which is like the biggest like drug den in UK, most likely.
Cool. Very useful
Congrats.
info.
Yeah. Herbal chill stream. Yep. Sure.
Yep.
420.
Fort Wenty.
Fort Wenty.
Yep.
It's the name of a fort. It's called Wenty.
Aw.
True.
True. Right,
Is this it? Did we just speedrun getting banned on Twitch?
Nah, there's literal weed streamers. They do
Listen,
that.
I'm building a D&D campaign at the moment, and I'm definitely gonna use 420
Weed.
as as one of the locations. Oh,
LOL.
dude.
For
420.
for inspiration and stuff. Nah, I had to.
As long as it's legal where you live, then you can stream weed.
Yeah, no. I've never partaken in such green activity, and I probably never will. Not my kind of
Tell
thing.
you what, they apparently are trying to pass a bill for like decriminalization and taxes, which taxes is very very harsh about that stuff.
Damn
Very,
Republicans.
very harsh.
Chateau weed stream when?
What?
I mean, probably never actually, unless I
Honestly,
move to somewhere else.
the green stuff is not even as bad as alcohol. So
Yeah.
I'm
Okay,
not
now we're
even
talking
to be
about
fair.
drugs.
Okay,
Let's
let's
not
not
drugs,
actually.
shall we?
Let's not.
Gaming.
We were supposed to end.
We are supposed to end. Yeah, no, I
Oh,
couldn't care
jeez.
less. I couldn't care less about
Yeah.
that. Not my cup of tea anyway. I prefer other green stuff, like tea. Tea's good.
hmm
Also, coffee. Apparently, some
Uh,
people believe that if I have tea, that means I have not to have coffee ever, which is not true.
I mean, we've had a conversation where you said no. I don't prefer coffee. I don't do coffee because when I was doing like Dark Souls 2, I was
I
like,
don't
hey, I
do
have a cup of
coffee as
coffee
I mentioned no names, Chateau. Why are you so defensive?
because I remember it vividly.
Ah, dude.
Anyway,
Anyway,
we have 2 raid targets. Yes.
Do we?
I've got a feeling that we should just raid Solomon.
Are they
Yay.
live?
Yeah. The
Musha.
Danganronpa. Musha. Yeah. I think Solomon is the target. He's playing Danganronpa 2.
My god, that's
Goodbye,
okay.
Despair. Has Despair been goodbyed in the second game?
He's finished chapter 5.
So who was the last dead?
The last dead, basically he went through the Nagito's trial.
Oh
that one.
shit. Oh shit. Was it poison?
Yeah.
Was it fire? Was it, who knows? Ultimate Despair. What a trial that was.
Yep.
Right, have we all initialized the raid? The trial?
No,
The
I'm
raid?
trying to mute the freaking stream, but it's taking ages to load.
Oh, dude.
And now it's gonna be loud on my stream. Maybe.
Mayhaps.
Maybe. Oh. Did I manage to do something?
Oh,
Okay.
Ooh.
I did. So, we initialize the raid, right?
3, 2, 1, initialize.
Hey,
We still
excuse
haven't-
me, I haven't even typed
We still
the thing
haven't
yet.
raided. We still haven't raided. Don't worry. I just initialized it. Don't you
Dude.
worry. Do not fret.
Yeah, but like
Ladies
after
and
you
gentlemen.
initialize, there's still like 10 seconds after you can actually do it, right?
So yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you
So,
very much
my
for being
God.
here. This is your final and first daily reminder that you're beautiful and appreciated.
True. This is your final. And also first daily reminder that you are loved and deserve all the respect. Do we begin the raid?
Okay, collective
we-
rating.
Do we do
By
4,
the
2,
way,
1, go?
will we have a raid message for when all three of us raid?
Knowledge raid?
The
Ooh.
knowledge raid.
Do we
Let's
just
go.
spam knowledge without the raid? Musha,
Yeah,
don't
just
eat my
knowledge.
freaking thing.
Just knowledge. Time is running out.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, Knowledge.